Very good morning to all of you. Welcomes to this online class on estimation of carbohydrate by Anthron reagent. In this class, I am going to discuss about basics of carbohydrate estimations, principles of Anthron method of carbohydrate estimations, procedures, and how to calculate the concentration of carbohydrate in unknown sample will be discussed in this class. Before going to start, let us know about carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are the important biomolecules in the living system, and these carbohydrates are made up of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen atoms, and otherwise these are the polyhydroxy, aldehydes, and ketones. These carbohydrates are important because all organisms use the carbohydrate as the major energy sources, and some organisms use them as a part of their bodies. And most of these carbohydrates are of two different types. One is called non-structural carbohydrates and structural carbohydrates. Structural carbohydrates are the cellulose, hemicellulose, and lignin, and non-structural carbohydrates are the sugar and starch. Estimation of carbohydrate is a routine procedure carried out in different laboratories, and there are different methods are used for the estimation of carbohydrate. One of these important method is the Anthron method of carbohydrate estimation. Let us discuss about Anthron method of carbohydrate estimations. Then principles of this method: carbohydrates are hydrated with concentrated sulfuric acid to form furfuryls, which condenses with anthron to form a green color complex, which can be measured by using spectrophotometer at 630 nanometers. And this anthron reagent is a very sensitive reagent, and it can react with different types of carbohydrates such as dextrins, monosaccharides, disaccharides, polysaccharides, starch, gum, and glycosides. And in this method, first of all, glucose react with concentrated sulfuric acid to form hydroxyl methyl furfuryls, and these hydroxyl methyl furfuryls react with anthron reagent to form a bluish green complex, and that blue color product can be measured in the spectrophotometer at 630 nanometer, and the concentration of this blue color product is directly proportional to the amount of carbohydrate present in the sample. So on the basis of the color development, we can able to calculate the amount of carbohydrate present in the samples. There are different types of reagents are required for these methods, and first one is the anthron reagent, and the anthron reagent can be prepared by dissolving 200 milligrams of anthron reagent in 100 ml of concentrated sulfuric acids. Then is standard glucose solution. Standard glucose solution can be prepared by weighing 100 milligram glucose and transfer it into a 100 ml of volumetric flask, and volume make up to 100 ml with distilled water. And the working standard can be prepared by diluting 10 ml of stock solutions in 100 ml with distilled water in a volumetric flask. And this standard solution is used for preparation of the standard graph of glucose. Then procedures. And first of all, different concentration of known glucose solutions will be taken in the clean test tubes. Different concentration of the solutions or standard solutions such as 50 microliter, 100 microliter, 150 microliter, 200 and 250 microliter of the standard solution will be taken, and then volume make up to 1 ml with distilled water, and it corresponds to the known concentration of glucose such as 50 microgram to 250 microgram per ml. Then to each test tube, add 4 ml of anthron reagent and mix the content in ice mediums. And then place the test tubes with water bath at 80 degrees centigrade for 10 minutes. Then cool the test tubes to room temperature. And measure the absorbency in a spectrophotometer at 630 nanometer by and simultaneously prepare a blank with 1 ml of distilled water instead of the standard solution and 4 ml of and prepare a standard graph of absorbency versus concentration of this glucose. Then tabulation. This is the tabulation, and in this first one is the tube number. It is 1 2 3 4 5 containing the standard solution, then one is blank and another is unknown sample. Then volume of the standard solutions, it is 50 microliter, 100 microliter, 150 microliter, 200 microliter, 250, and this is taken on the gradient of sugar solutions of known concentration of sugar solutions. Then volume of distilled water is to make the volume 1 ml. Then Anthron reagent 4 ml is added to each of the test tubes. Then after that in water bath for 20 minutes, then absorbency at 630 nanometer will be taken in the spectrophotometers. Then calculation. After this measurement of this absorbency, then construct a calibration curve on a graph paper by plotting the glucose concentration on x-axis and absorbency at 630 nanometer on y-axis. Then compute the concentration of the sugar in the sample from the calibration curve. While calculating the sugar concentration in the unknown sample, the dilution factor has to be taken into account. In other way, also we can calculate the amount of carbohydrate concentration by calculation of epsilon value. And first of all, we have to calculate the epsilon value of the standard curve. And this epsilon value can be calculated by epsilon is equal to the absorbency divided by the concentration. In each point, we can calculate the epsilon, then average epsilon will be calculated, and by taking this average epsilon value we can able to calculate the concentration of carbohydrate in the unknown sample. Absorbency divided by the epsilon value is the concentration of carbohydrate present in the unknown sample. In this way we can able to calculate the amount of sugar or amount of carbohydrate present in the given sample. Then these are the references of this method, and if you have any doubt you can write in the comment section, and also don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.